To choose a polygamous marriage is a lifetime commitment. It is an alternative path. And I want to say that you really have to be confident and sure in the decision that you're making because you have to really ask yourself some deep fundamental questions about the life that you desire to live. What are you truly seeking in life? Do you want to live modern or do you want to live indigenous? Polygamy is an indigenous family practice. We have to understand that you do not become poly. That is just some trendy term that's going around with people who really do not understand what they're doing. We have to go back to the basics. It is my life purpose to build a sovereign community with other like-minded water people based on water culture. And that comes with initiations, that comes with education, and what you're choosing to do is opt into an alternative path in life. So everyone is not meant to do that. Everyone is not meant to, in this lifetime, to have a life like that. So I want to just go back to the fundamentals. The fundamentals is if you have a U.S. marriage license, you are operating in a different system of marriage. You have to abide by those guidelines. I'll ask people if they're coming to me, I want to be like, do you have any women that you know who, I want to be poly? And I'll say, what is your faith? And then 9 times out of 10, they say Christian. Well, then what church home do you attend? And is your church home community in alignment with this type of practice that you're trying to do? No, they're not. So you cannot do that. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. What do you want to do? Do you want to practice an indigenous lifestyle? The Maji Sister-Wife Tribe is based on the 7 Hermetic laws. We have Tantra, spiritual initiations, polyamory education. There's a lot that's involved with that. And you have to be chosen to be a part of it as well. So it's important that we understand in this day and time to find our community. Do not go and try to be lustful or being self-centered and only thinking about what you desire. That's actually the complete opposite, and you are definitely not meant for polygamy. So you want to be able to really sit with yourself. Ask yourself, what life are you really trying to live? And then you need to go join that community of like-minded people. That's the basis. That's where you need to start. So if you want to go the polygamy path, in particular, you want to join the Maji Sister-Wife Tribe, you have to go through a completely new re-education process. You have to invest money, time, resources, and you have to develop a personal relationship with me. I am not going to give a stranger access to the sacredness of the living, breathing souls that exist in our community. That doesn't make sense. It would be like you going into a different culture in a different country and you coming in and asking them, can you just get one of their wives Or if you're a woman, you just come in and you're just observing like a lurker just because you're fascinated with the women, how beautiful they are. You're not coming to learn, like you're fetishing the community or fetishing. Right, looking at them the same way a modern American person would look at them. That's not what this is about. So you have to make a choice. We're all being guided right now as we enter into 2025 to make a choice. What life do you want to live? And if it is polygamy, you need to go through a completely re-education process. And you have to take that so serious, and it is a lifetime commitment. The sacrifices that you make will contribute to the long-term building of the sovereign community. This is for people who want to live in a community where you do not have to go drive somewhere and pay someone outside of your community for access to healthcare, food, electricity, water. This is for people who want that in their community, meaning that we're growing our own food. We're building on our own land. We do not pay bills or reliant on corporations to take care of our basic survival needs, right? So there's a transition that has to happen, and people want that done first without putting in the work to be a part of something like that. If you're not willing to put in the work to build that sovereign community, you're not going to be a part of it. That's not just. So if you prefer to live a life where those things are taken care for you and you don't have to think about that stuff, you can work and you can live in monogamy, you can find a church community. Polygamy is for people who are desiring to live life beyond the mundane. They're seeking something higher, to become a part of something greater than themselves, and to commit themselves to a community mission and effort that is greater than themselves. And people have to be chosen for that. And you'll know what path is chosen for you. You know, we all have our own personal relationship with the Creator, and that's what you seek. What path is for me, and live according to that path. If you feel spirit-led and interested in joining the Maji Sister-Wife Tribe community, you need to ask yourself these questions. 1, you need to be a water person, and that means a person who looks like me, a person of color with indigenous bloodline. You also have to ask yourself, are you seeking an alternative life path to transcend your humanity? And if so, then are you willing to do whatever it takes in order to do that? That means that you complete your incarnation cycles. This means that you likely do not desire to have human children, and you're seeking life beyond Earth. The next thing you want to ask yourself is, do you have the ability to not possess your mate? We only practice heterosexual relationships in our community. So this means you're a mate of the opposite sex. Are you able to trust the opposite sex in your community? Are you able to trust? And the last thing is, are you able to release the past? All right, let me know if you got any questions in the comments. I'll see you all next time. If you feel spirit-led to join the Maji Sister-Wife Tribe community, you can book polyamory services and sessions with me on www.ashasekmet.com.